Hi, this is Prince Campbell, and I'm a founder of the Jericho Ride Ministry. I'm coming to you today because my heart is vexed for a lot of kids, a lot of young people out here. We're the most highly persecuted people, little people in the world, and a lot of adults don't even understand, and they don't understand how they got here. The top of my sermon this morning is about the earth belongs to God, and majority of our society believes that the earth belongs to us. So we got wars, people fighting wars over land that don't belong to them. People pushing people out of different places, they came over and colonized the United States and different places and stuff like that. And none of this belonged to them. So they got a lot of experts out there trying to say, and okay, well, it's politics, it's politics issues, it's uh, they got a lot of social issues, and people are just blaming people. But the fact of it is, most of us, anybody no matter how small you feel as an individual under a lot of giants, you have power. We as a society has power as we as a group of people have power when we have the foundation of where we came from. We are God created every mankind in his image. And I'm going to talk to you from Genesis 1 to 3 because that is a part of the Bible. A lot of time people just think it's just child stories and they just read over and briefly don't pick up all the nuggets there, the good nuggets of understanding there. When God created the earth, he formed the earth, he created for his people, he created for his children, he annexed earth for at heaven. He made an annex of heaven for earth is an annex of heaven. He says it in the Lord's Prayer when he said, Lord, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Let thy kingdom come to earth as it is in heaven. He's saying right there, that's an annex. He's making an annex of heaven to earth. And so when he did, and so he started out in a decent and orderly manner. God spoke into existence all the things that we have, from the moon to the stars to the earth to the dividing the water and putting the animals on here, and he spoke all this in existence. So that tells you something about our mouths. What we speak out of our mouths is can be a blessing. And what he did, he spoke blessing to us. He spoke in everything that we needed, which was a blessing to us. And we can speak things that curse us, just like people that bully people and speak negative things. What we speak is very important because he gives us also in Genesis 1 and 2, he gives us our identity. He says we're made in his image. So he said, let us make us mankind in our image. That means Jesus was there, Holy Spirit was there, and God was there. And they made mankind in their image. So what we speak to can speak blessings or we can speak curses. So then what God did, he gave us all that we needed in the world. Then he turns around. That's order. He turns around. He created time. He created seasons. He created all of that. And all of this is to bless us. Then he turned around. He made man out of dirt. He formed him out of dirt. Then he blew his breath in him, which is he gave us blood. And in that blood, we have his DNA. Man is powerful like his God is, but he don't know. We're ignorant of them because majority of the world don't read the Bible. We'll sit and listen to something, but we don't go read the Bible. We don't even know what's in there. And this is just in the first 2-3 chapters of the Bible, which tells you a whole lot. His intent. It shows you his love for mankind to give us all of this. He was going to spoil his kids. All of this for us to survive. Then he turned around and he made our bodies. He made a wonderful body. Our hands is at the end of our arms. Our feet is at the end of our legs so we can walk and survive. He gave us a mind to think and reason, ears to hear and eyes to see, mouth to speak, you know, eat, and on good tasty stuff. But he gave us one rule. He never intended, he said all that he created was good. He never intended for, including us, he never intended for us to eat from the tree of good and evil, because then we would learn from evil. That wasn't the people he intended for us. He didn't want those people. And so, and he will have those people in the end if you read Revelation 22. Because when New Jerusalem come down, that's who he's going to have. All the people that is chosen to be of his. But anyway, get on down to he created everything in a decent and orderly manner, which debunked evolution, because nothing about evolution can create order. And then he said he made every animal and all of that, everything was made in this like kind. So therefore, you see a chicken having a chicken, and a human being having a human being, an ape having an ape. And so that's like kind. That's debunks that. And another thing, when we say he spoke, like I said, our mouths are dangerous, and everything I'd already shared that. He gave mankind dominion. He brought all the animals to Adam and told him, name them, all the creepy, all the things. He named everything. He even named, and once woman was formed out of his rib, which is formed out of his rib, he named woman. So Adam, he said, flesh in my flesh, bones in my bone. He named woman. So he gave mankind dominion over the earth. So there they are. He placed everything there for us and gave us one law, one commandment, not to learn of evil. He didn't want us to learn of evil. He gave us that one, that don't do that. But Satan tempted the woman. And then he came and Adam came behind the woman and did as the woman did. And so, but the thing of it is, the woman is Adam's helper. Adam has the commandment, not the woman. Adam passed the commandment on to the woman. So when Adam messed up, that's when all sin. Everybody learned about sin. Everybody learned about evil. The first thing they did was run in shame and want to cover themselves. They were completely naked. They didn't feel shame before the end. They were completely naked. So when they ran and hid, and then when God walked, and another thing, God walked the earth. So when God walked in and asked him, he said, well, what did you do, Adam? Did you eat of that tree? He said, yes, that woman you gave me is the reason I ate. So that's when you get the first blaming of people blaming people. Oh, it's the Democrat fault. It's the Republican fault. It's that woman's fault. God, and that's your fault for giving her to me, is what Adam said. So you got your gender war from that in the beginning. You got your gender war right there. And then he asked, and he just told the woman, he said, okay, well, I'm going to curse you, and you're going to have pain in childbirth, and you will always want a man. Desire of a man. Well, she even though she might act like she don't, I don't need a man. A woman and a man is incomplete, because when God made the woman and the man, he created the first marriage. And when he brought them together, he created the first marriage, and he said they are one. They are of one. In other words, without one, they're incomplete. Each one of them are incomplete. So we're incomplete without the part, without a partner. So she'll always desire a woman, and a man will always desire a woman. How did I say that? Okay, hopefully I got that right. But anyway, get on down to the curses. Curse the snake, crawl on his belly for the rest of his life. So this is the whole deal. We don't realize who we are. We don't know our purpose. We don't know our future. We don't know anything. We're out here, we know nothing. We know just earthly knowledge. And earthly knowledge is seeing things in shadows. Scripture said we see things in shadows. And we can't solve the problem. Do you know that when Adam got cursed, you know, I didn't tell you what Adam got cursed, God cursed the land. And you know, we talk about trying to fix global warming. Ain't no fixing the global warming because the land it is, but the land start disintegrating after Adam's sin. He said man will work by his sweat of his brow. Man didn't have to work even like that then. Can you imagine that land was his enemy? So there's only one people that can fix the earth, that fix the land, and that's Christian. It said in 2 Chronicles 7:14, if my people will humble themselves, pray, seek my face, turn from their wicked ways, then I'll heal the land. But then that means he said, you got to come back to me. It's a whole world out here. Oh, God, an apology. There's 2 scriptures God said that we have commandments. So he give us to live by. Love God with all our heart and our mouth, our minds and our soul and our strength. Love others as ourselves. And then you think about that. We have a right to love God. Because look what he gave you. Everything you got, everything you are is come from him. So that's why we should love him. But if you never read about him, if you never know that, you be out here cursing, using that mouth he gave, that voice you gave to curse him, and bring curses on your society, bring curses on yourself. You never read about it. So, and he said, when we do that, we'll learn to love ourselves and know ourselves and see our hope in him instead of the world. And we won't be all running around all confused and all messed up and trying to figure out who we are. We'll know. We'll know. You know, we live in a maze. He's trying to say, come on up out that maze. Let me show you what's going on. And the only thing he is a patient God. The time you got from birth to death is to get it right. Get it right, learn about him, share it with others so you can make other people disciples so that they can also live with God forever when the end comes. We all gonna live forever somewhere because God is a God is that has always lived. We got his DNA. Everything he produced just drops a seed and it comes back. When he gets ready to destroy things, he will destroy it. He will take away the moon, the stars, and the rivers and things, and he'll roll it up. And that's the process. The shaking is going on right now. He's rolling up things that he gave us that we haven't been appreciative of. That's what's wrong with the world. Get it together. You can go to him. You like this video, follow me. Give me a like. Thank you.